National Weather Service confirms a tornado touching down in the town of Limington during yesterday's severe storms. This is the second confirmed tornado in a month. WMTW News 8's Katie Thompson was in the thick of it last night. She's live in Limington to explain. Katie.
Hi, David. Back here on Paul's Way, this is the neighborhood that saw the most serious damage associated with that storm. And the National Weather Service says it was the pattern of that damage and eyewitness reports from people living in this area that leads them to confirm this was a tornado. It's cleanup day in Limington. Families working together to pick up the mess after a tornado swept through parts of the town on Monday.
All of a sudden the trees started bending and me and the kids ran downstairs. I come back up a few minutes later and it was all laying down.
One neighbor called and told me that the air was swirling around in kind of a rotational manner.
At the yardage from point A to point B.
The National Weather Service confirming today this was in fact an EF0 tornado, a width of 80 yards and a path 300 yards long with wind speeds up to 80 miles an hour.
And one of the things that we do is we kind of map out the damage, kind of look at the orientation of how the trees have fallen.
Those trees speaking for themselves in one neighborhood, laying down and ripped apart, but in all different directions.
On all the trees, we have quite a few trees in our yard. We're all blowing around. It took out our backyard umbrella on the porch, bent that in half.
The powerful storms continued through the night, thunder and lightning filling the sky in York County. This now the second tornado in just 1 month here in Maine after what the National Weather Service calls a slow start to the severe weather season.
You know, May into early June was actually slower than normal, but now mid-June through the end of July, it's kind of condensed and kind of caught back up to normal.
Trying to get a funnel cloud going there.
The National Weather Service says what may seem like an influx of severe weather lately is nothing more than an increase in technology and trained weather spotters.
Partly we're getting more reports. Our technology on the radar side is improved so we can see better what's going on inside of storms. So at least in part that accounts for some of this apparent rise in reports.
Thankfully, there were no injuries and no fatalities associated with this storm, and most of the structural damage here is minor despite that tornado's power. People in this neighborhood say they are just happy and lucky that they heeded the warnings and got out of the way. Live in Limington, I'm Katie Thompson, WMTW News 8.